the last I mean, it's going to be the biggest match basically of the clan war, so yeah, better get hyped. Better get hyped. If you guys have any questions you want to ask, you think might be good for the post-match interview, you can put it down in the chat as well, and I'll make sure to include them. Right, it's now 9:41 in Singapore time. The game should be starting in 19 minutes. Although knowing Knicks, who knows when it'll start, but this should give us enough time to go through some of the pre-match analysis. This time we're going to be going for a Crane versus Crab matchup. Crane versus Crab matchup. On Nix's side, his Crab deck is balance of tempo and control, and also honor pressure. So it has honor pressure with triple Kami Unleashed, recurring, getting the fire and oil, recurring it with apprentice engineer. It's pretty standard crab stuff, but of course it also can play a control resource game with Yasuki Broker, Hirakisara, and all the saves, mainly in Iron Mine, Apprentice Engineer for Iron Mines, and as well as Vanguard Warriors. Of course, it also has the extra angle of attack, which is the Way of the Crab, but it seems like beyond that, nothing much too interesting. Perhaps one adorned Baka, unicorn gaijin weapon, very strong, and interestingly a Daimyo's Gunbai, so we'll be watching out for those as well. I think another important card in Nix's deck, which has been a strong card since the inception of the Crab clan in L5R new, is Hida Guardian. He has 3 Hida Guardians, of course, and in the mid to late game, he will definitely be fating the Hida Guardians up, because they can easily represent like 5 or 7 force for 1 cost. Yeah, because he's running 13 holdings, and he can also get holdings on at will with Apprentice Engineer. He's running 3 Censures, so he's definitely going to be fighting for the Censure battle with the Imperial favor. And the only 2 unbows here are going to be the 2 Gaijin customs. He's not running water roll, so there's no fight on. Okay, let's look at the other side of the matchup. Music is a bit too loud. Thanks, Deeds. Thanks, Dirty Deeds. Great. Oh, missed the intro? Oh, unfortunately, there wasn't really any fixed intro. So, yeah, we're just going to go through the deck list. So, here we saw Nix's deck. Nothing completely strange. I think the Illustrious Forge is interesting. I mean, it's always a good value card to find Baka, which is very devastating. Finding favorite mount in certain matchups, not really in this matchup. And finding, of course, Watch Commander is going to be strong. Let's see what we have on the other end of the battlefield. We have the Shadow Jade Warriors, being piloted by Djinncito, leader of the Jade Warriors. Of course, running Kyuden Kakita, the most solid stronghold for Crane. This gives you a lot of value over time. Every time you're just honoring a character, so you get the stats for that character. You get you just get honor by the way, right? Just by the way, you don't really have to work for it, but you just get honor. Some of the key things the power cards, of course, in this deck would be like Tsuma. So Tsuma on all his key boys like Daidoji, Iron Warrior. Not really Iron Warrior, I guess he's only Glory 1. But things like Challenger, Kageyu, Kakita Kaizin, and Doji Hotaru. Definitely going to be huge. One of the most feared Crane openings, of course, in Doji Challenger from Tsuma. Probably with something like 3 Fate. Of course, this will be a bit tricky since Nyx is running Way of the Crabs, but it will still be a threat later on turn 2 onwards, once Djinncito can get some buffer for the Way of the Crabs. I was just saying that we're going to have some spicy post-match interviews, starting with the loser, and then we'll have a post-match interview with the winner as well. So I'm coding some questions for the players. If you guys have any questions you think it'd be good to ask the players for the post-match interview, you can also put it in the chat and I'll be sure to fire them away at the players later on. We have an exciting match ahead of us either way. Interestingly, both players have chosen to splash Unicorn. Both Crane and Crab have chosen to splash Unicorn, so technically Unicorn shows up twice in the finals, so Unicorn is obviously the best clan. I think that's pretty clear from the numbers. Crane only shows up once, Crab only shows up once, and Unicorn shows up twice. So Unicorn best clan. For the deck itself, I haven't actually looked at it. This is the first time looking at it. It's a pretty standard, like a dueling Crane splashing Unicorn. Some of the notable things that I see are Doji Hotaru, 3 off as the big boy. So this girl is definitely going to dominate the political side of the battlefield once she's out. And Oni Tyrant is going to be the muscle where it is needed for the military side of conflicts. Nyx is here. Can you analyze the deck for me and tell me how I should approach the matchup? Yes, sure. Who would have advantage in the matchup? Nyx says that he's at a disadvantage. Nyx says he has a disadvantage. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at the decks, so I'm not looking at it right now. Let's look at the cancels first. Cancels, he has just 3 Voice of Honor. He has no censures. Okay, so the censure game is not super huge. There's only 3 censures in total being played. I think one of the definite key things that we're going to see is that could be very important is, of course, Daidoji Iron Warrior. Very, very powerful card. After you win a conflict, each player discards cards until there are 4 cards or fewer in their hand. So and this crane deck tries to dump all of its attachments, and also dumps its lurking afflictions, which are kind of like attachments as well, so that it can get value from all its cards, even when it has a big hand, and the opponent has to discard down to 4 cards. Do I think that Nyx's deck will be stuck with cards in hand? It might, with 9 characters, a bunch of cards here that he might want to hold in hand. So yeah, Daidoji Iron Warrior might be a big factor that we see later on. Can you link me his deck? Okay, can't find it. Yeah, Daidoji Iron Warrior is definitely a beast. Of course, Kakita Kaizin and Doji Challenger as the duelists, together with Kakita Dojo. The usual stuff. Interestingly, our restricted list card is going to be Contested Countryside. How does this affect Nyx? Let's see. Trigger the attack provinces abilities. Let's see. Attack provinces abilities. Manicured Garden. Upholding Authority. Yep, Upholding Authority is going to be big. Manicured Garden. Possibly Weight of Duty as well. That might be interesting. Illustrious Forge, I think, probably will go on to the Stronghold. I guess it's definitely going to be big. The biggest one is going to be Upholding Authority if Contested Countryside gets to proc that. Okay, anything else which is particularly interesting? 3 Esteem Tea House, very standard. Total of 15 holdings, so you can see both players really trying to maximize the value from their Dynasty deck. Trying to squeeze value, trying to squeeze water out of a rock. Just extracting all the value they can out of those Dynasty slots. And he's playing 1 Daikyu, which works with Favored Mount. And of course the 3 favorable grounds. Otherwise, it just seems like a very standard type of dueling crane. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't really see anything particularly special about this. He's running 3 Hunting Falcons, of course going to be adding on some military strength as well. In terms of unbows, he has 1 Feet of the Steps. And 3 Gaijin Customs. And of course 3 Return to Offense is pretty standard. So he has 7 kind of unbows compared to Nyx's 2, I believe. 2 Gaijin Customs. Of course, Nyx also has slots in his Dynasty, the Steadfast Witch Hunter. Okay, alright, we've joined the game. The game has been created. To be honest, if you're asking me who has the advantage, I'm not sure. I can't really tell, to be honest. One thing that was pointed out was that because Djinncito doesn't run a single conflict character, it's a bit more difficult for him to play around Way of the Crab. But of course, Way of the Crab still has to work its way through 3 Voice of Honors. So we will have to see about that. I think another also key thing is whether Nyx can find his assassination on turn 1. He's running 2 assassinations, and Djinncito is running just 1 assassination, of course. Always a very deadly card, especially in conjunction with Way of the Crab. Okay, let's just call Nix and see whether he wants to pick up. For a pre-match interview. Hey, yo. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
So, how are you feeling? This is Nix.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you
I
feeling?
feel like I'm a second place right now.
You're second place right now. Okay.
Yes.
What's the percentage of you winning? 20%?
My estimate?
Yeah.
30?
30%. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is one of some of the main problems you're going to be facing?
I'm stuck between keeping up a hand for value and the Iron Warrior.
Right.
And then on the other side, I have to bash through stuff just to get S and way out. So it's hard.
Yeah, true.
Alright, game starting.
Okay, game is starting. Good luck.
And you can see what happens anyway.
Later
I'm
on,
probably going to be second place.
Yeah, later on we're going to interview the loser first for the post-match.
Interview the winner, I got that. Let's interview the winner.
No, we're going to interview the loser
I'm just
first.
going to quit when I lose.
Okay, bye-bye.
Alright, see you.
Good luck. Okay, so yeah, he's definitely worried about the Iron Mines. Iron Warrior? Doji Iron Warrior? Yep. And we are a go. Here is the grand finals for the Legend of the Five Rings LCG Clan Wars 2 Gold Cup. First player is going to be Nix. A nice start. You heard him just now. He doesn't like his chances in this matchup. He thinks his chances are 30% to win. We'll see whether he can pull off an upset, at least in his own mind. He of course is chosen Kyuden Hida. Works well with Yasuki Broker. And he's going to go in with Kyuden Hida first. Discards Iron Mine, which can later be fetched with his Apprentice Engineer. He finds a Gallant Quartermaster and he can sacrifice it with Funeral Pyre, a nice start. And of course it also threatens the Way of the Crab. On the other side, there's a Doji Kageyu and a Doji Diplomat. Very interesting. The Kakita Dojo is also going to be an easy way for Djinncito to trigger a duel for him to get someone honored. And once someone is honored, he can have his Voice of Honor ready. Yes, this is best of 1. Afro Samurai, this is best of 1. Jade Warriors against the Mad Dogs Reloaded. Jade Warriors, of course, represented by Djinncito, their leader, and the Mad Dogs Reloaded, represented by the Wandering Ronin, Nix. Both players draw 5. I'm sorry. He actually chooses to play Kageyu separately from the Diplomat. I guess this is very likely to play around the Way of the Crab. Of course, because if he tries to just play Diplomat and then disguise over it, he can get Way of the Crab. If he just plays Kageyu, also can get Way of the Crab. In any case, he goes in for a Hunting Falcon first. And he sees Weight of Duty. He also flips up Pilgrimage. As in Nix also flips up Pilgrimage. from the diplomat, of course. And we're going to see a first conflict of the entire game. It's going to be a political poke with Gallant Quartermaster onto the pursuit of justice. And this allows Kageyu to get honored with the Kakita Dojo and the Stronghold. Of course, there are 7 ways to unbow the towers for Djinncito, as mentioned. 3 Gaijin Customs. We have 3 Gaijin Customs, 3 Return to Offense, and 1 Steed of the Steppes. Next is gonna find fire and oil, and nice. Is he gonna use it? No, he didn't use it. Oh right, of course you can't use it yet, right? You need to use it on defense only. Okay. And he sacrifices the Gallant Quartermaster for the funeral pyre. He also played, in terms of Dynasty, he also played Vanguard Warrior +1. Usually they play this so that you can use the Vanguard Warrior next turn. But it's a little bit vulnerable to Void from Djinncito. So we'll see whether Doji Diplomat is going to poke on Void now. It's Djinncito's turn to initiate a conflict. Oh, he's going for water. Of course, it also makes sense. Water is very high value here. He can unbow his tower. He's choosing where to head to. And of course, Voice of Honor is now up for Djinncito. He finds the Upholding Authority, which is excellent. Excellent for Djinncito. Because he doesn't want to run into it with his tower and break it at a less opportune time. Djinncito gets the court games to counteract the fire and oil. But Nyx has his own court games. Djinncito plays Away of the Crane so that the poke is still effective and it's 1-1. It's pretty bad right now. So far in the exchange, Djinncito is winning the exchange. If he can win with this poke. He's Nyx is going to commit some more, playing Yuchi Wayfinder +1. He doesn't want Djinncito to unbow this. And Djinncito is just going to go in with Favored Mount. Oh no! Oh no, this is a disaster for Nyx, I think. Because now Kageyu is going to draw like 2 cards or 3 cards. 2 cards, I think. Yeah, 2 cards. Kageyu has to draw 2 cards with his sudden movement in with Favored Mount. Wow, didn't see that coming. Very scary. Very nice play by Djinncito. Turning a poke into something where you extract so much value. And that's going to be the end of the conflict. Nyx continues to play more cards. He's gonna play another Yuchi Wayfinder. He finds Honor's Reward in Province 1. He's gonna go in on Tsuma. On fire, yeah, he wants to dishonor Kageyu for sure. He wants to put +1 on it. Okay, onto the Wayfinder, sure. Spending a lot of resources onto a board which is not fantastic, but of course he'll try to get some value from it next turn. He's definitely going to try and find Yasuki Broker next turn and extract some value from these little boys. Yasuki Broker, of course, dealing all that slave trade. He's going to go in on Tsuma, and he's going to play a fine katana onto the Yuji Wayfinder. Wow, you really can see his... Wow! He just goes in with fine katana and Pathfinder's Blade to just straight up break Tsuma. And of course that also discards the Kakita Dojo. This actually did a number of things. One is that it breaks Tsuma, so there's no Tsuma next turn. There's no Kakita Dojo next turn. And also Nyx wins the glory from that. So although he committed a lot of resources into that, and also a lot of attachments which could have gone onto his other towers later on. Oh my goodness, nice play. He gets the way of the crab. He gets the way of the crab after the fate phase. Because he managed to turn off Voice of Honor using his fire ring. Masterful play by Nyx. So now it looks like he has perhaps a small advantage. I'm not sure about how big the advantage is, to be honest. It's unfortunate that he had to spend a Vanguard Warrior on the Way of the Crab, since Vanguard Warrior of course can get more value later on just by sacrificing himself. But it was definitely still a good trade, I think. In terms of resources now, I think both sides are kind of even on resources. He's going to go in with Hida Kisada and he's going to dupe it. So it's Hida Kisada +2. Is he going to draw 1? Oh no, he's going to draw 5. Both players draw 5. Both players of course playing very quickly. And Nyx also gets to find a Gallant Quartermaster from Kyuden Hida. Very nice value. Very, very good start for Nyx, I believe. He can again sacrifice the Gallant Quartermaster to the Funeral Pyre for very nice value. Masterpiece Painter is going to go in on Void, try and reduce the lifespan of Hida Kisada. And of course collect up that juicy 1 Fate from the ring as well. Nyx used Pyre during the conflict. It was blanked due to Kakita Dojo. Oh no! Wow, that's a good point. I didn't pick that up. Yeah, no wonder he was kind of like low on fate when he had a nice start with the Gallant Quartermaster. Yeah, right. Good catch there. Good omen. Yep, Fire and Oil is going to dishonor Masterpiece Painter. Very, very good tool against Crane. And Court Games is going to honor her back. I've always thought that Masterpiece Painter looks like she has a bald spot at the top of her head, but we aren't going to see that bald spot for very long since we have a Way of the Crab sacrificing the Gallant Quartermaster. Second Way of the Crab, another nice outcome for Nyx, getting some good value for the Way of the Crabs. And looks like he's going to be dominating this turn as well. Yeah, so I think the good draws in the start of the match, as well as some nice play in turn 1 with the ordering of the rings, has led him to be in a very nice position. I think all the pressure now is on Djinncito. Most likely, the question is, can he break 2 provinces? He can definitely break 1 province on military. Can he break another province on political is the question. He doesn't have much political strength. Suma, Pursuit of Justice, what are the other 2? There's Pledge of Loyalty, which is easily broken. And Pilgrimage. So let's go back to the game. He finds Honor's Reward, and unfortunately he can't break that. Not immediately at least, unless he finds a... No, he has a Watch Commander, that's not enough, but it looks like he has something else. So it looks like he is going to be able to break this. Wow. I also forgot to look at the attachment control situation in this game. I mean, for Djinncito's deck to deal with, of course, the Watch Commander as well as the Adorned Baka. Let's quickly look at that. Looks like he has nothing. If I'm not wrong, it does look like he has no attachment removal whatsoever against the Watch Commander, which might be a little bit of a problem. But I think that problem might actually be the lesser of his worries, since Nyx is already on his doorstep. 3 provinces down. He has Oni Tyrant and Doji Hotaru on his provinces. Nyx is gonna go for a Disciple of Shinsei from Kyuden Hida. He also can play a Silent Skirmisher very cheaply and Hida Guardian very cheaply as well. Not sure whether he's going to play the Vanguard Warrior, I'm not sure. Oh, he does play the Vanguard Warrior. Interesting. I'm definitely expecting him to play the Silent Skirmisher. Not sure if +1 or +0. +0, I guess. And Hida Guardian +1. Alright. In terms of resources, Djinncito is a bit ahead on resources, a little bit more fate on his side. And Nyx's situation on the personal honor is actually not that good. In terms of the board, Nyx is definitely winning on the board this turn. Much better board this turn. When it comes to next turn though, if Djinncito somehow manages to survive, he will have enough resources to try and mount a comeback in this game. But I think this might be quite greedy. This dynasty might be quite greedy without playing the Oni Tyrant. Quite surprised that he didn't play the Oni Tyrant, because the opponent is on his doorstep. Right, so now we see pretty much all in onto the Stronghold, which is actually Pledge of Loyalty. And everything except for the Disciple of Shinsei. And he's going to go in on air. Okay, so I guess Nyx is thinking that, hey, my position is really good. The only way I lose now is kind of like to dishonor. And maybe I want to get more honor to play some of my other abilities. Losing honor abilities like Fire and Oil. Doji Hotaru is going to go in with a new name, giving her Bushi and Courtier. Oh, sorry, giving her Courtier since she's already Bushi. Esteemed Tea House, of course, is going to return the Watch Commander. Of course, yeah, I forgot. Esteemed Tea House is, of course, the way to control attachments in train. And we're going to see a Gunbai onto Hida Kisada. And now we see Fine Katana onto Hotaru. But Pledge of Loyalty is still breaking. Nyx passes. Hunting Falcon, still not enough. He's up by 5 strength. Watch Commander makes him lose another honor. He's still up. Nyx passes. Oh no. Is this a miscalculation? Why didn't Djinncito play the Oni Tyrant if he can't stop this attack? Was it too greedy? Okay, he's going to play his own Gunbai. And now he is preventing the break. Okay, 15 to 12. And he's also winning. He's also definitely the biggest boy in the conflict with 12 military. Manzai is going to go on to Hirakisada. And there is no possibility for Voice of Honor because Hirakisada is honored. But there is a possibility for Defend Your Honor, which Djinncito plays. And let's see, right now Djinncito is +3 on the Defend Your Honor. Is Nick's going to a bit higher? No. But he does continue to ping him with Watch Commander. If Djinncito manages to hold on, he can play things like Return the Offense, and Steed of the Steppes, and Gaijin Customs to make a comeback in this round. So can he hold on? Is the real question. We have to remember that there is also a Disciple of Shinsei which can be sacrificed anytime to Funeral Pyre to take out, for example, the Gunbai. Yes, and we do see the Return the Offense. Next plays a Pathfinder's Blade. Again, to make it breaking. Next is he's up by 5 cards. Can Djinncito hold on? He needs to hold on this conflict. It seemed like he had planned that he can hold on with his cards. But okay, he does have the Lurking Affliction. He saved the Lurking Affliction to the later part. Interesting. Lurking Affliction after the Gunbai. That's interesting. We're gonna see Apprentice Engineer, all guns blazing, coming in. Apprentice Engineer finding Imperial Storehouse to draw another card potentially for more power in this conflict. Again, we still have this Disciple of Shinsei, which can be sacrificed to the Funeral Pyre. Duelist Training, this is the real one. And are we going to see the Disciple of Shinsei come down, get sacrificed to the Funeral Pyre now, or still not? If there is a Gaijin Customs, I guess he can still hold on. Nope, he is going to use the Disciple of Shinsei to discard Duelist Training. Has Hida Guardian been used already? I'm not quite sure. Oh, actually he doesn't use the Funeral Pyre, he uses the Silent Skirmisher, which adds another 2 military. And now he's up by 6. I think it's really tough now for Djinncito to hold on. I guess why he didn't play the Oni Tyrant was that he was thinking the way for him to come back in this game is that, oh no, he plays Assassination, which he knows he's going to lose, because now Nyx just presses the Watch Commander and that's it. Wow. Nyx lucking out with the double with the traps. Nice. On turn 1 and turn 2, very nicely played. Of course, he ordered it well in turn 1 to get a nice view of the crab onto the tower. Alright, I'm going to call Djinncito now and stop the music And let's see. Calling Djinncito, let's see whether he picks up. I did tell him that I was going to call the loser of the match first for a post-match interview. Just give him a little bit of time to pick up. Okay, he's also talking on, still talking with Nix. Yeah, his dynasty flops were a little bit lacking. Didn't get the honored guy off of Zuma, yep. Yep. Okay, Pablo, hi. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
First of all, let me apologize for the sound because I don't have my headset in here as I'm on holidays.
No
So-
worries. I think we can hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Nice game. That was a good showing for sure. Very exciting
It
grand
was-
finals.
It was just I knew that it was going to come down to whoever got Way of the Crab or the cancels. He got the Way of the Crabs. I didn't have the cancels. So that's about it, really. And he played well. I don't think he made any mistake.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why he was in the final. He's a good player. So congratulations to him. It was not a great matchup for me. I'm just sorry I couldn't put up more of a fight, but that's life.
Yeah, I think you tried the best that you could. Like I think on the last turn, you chose not to go for the Oni Tyrant for the defense. You were thinking that you needed to hold with just Hotaru. to make
It's
that
as if I had played Tony Tyrant, he could have attacked me on political and break. So
Right.
I had to play the Hotaru.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And by turn 3, he already had way too much advantage. Card advantage, board advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would say that this game was lost more on turn 1.
Yes. Yeah, that and turn 1 and turn 2 were so bad and unfortunate with the way of the crabs.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Anyway, it happens. It was a good tournament. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for Usagi for running it. And maybe next one.
Yeah. Nice. Do you have any shout outs to your team, the Jade Warriors?
No, they were great teammates. Probably I was not the best captain, and that's why we ended bottom of the table. But they were all great teammates. We talked a lot. I had good fun with almost all of them. So I can only say thank you to the team, and they all played quite well.
Nice. I think you definitely made a good showing already getting to the grand finals here. Thanks for joining me on the interview. Any more
Okay.
shout outs? If not, then I'll...
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks. I'll call
Bye.
next now. Okay, let's call the winner, the grand champion. Hey,
Yes.
hello.
Hello.
30% matchup. Got it.
New phone, who this? New phone, who this?
I'm sorry.
New phone, who this?
Oh man. So it's interesting because Djinncito himself he thought it was a bad matchup for him.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's going off the worst case scenario, and it can happen to him. That's entirely how he loses the 30% of the time.
Right, right.
I mean, because we played before this, like on Jigoku random game.
I see, I see,
Yeah, it happened before.
I see. But I
But
think,
when it's a good game, then he gets like like something to buy turn one on the Suma. Then he has voice of honor. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Then he just breaks everything. Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Then I try to dishonor and it's getting honored characters. Like it's just yeah. But when it goes the other way, it's like this.
Mm-hmm. But I think it was a nice play on the turn one where you managed to get the fire to disable his voice of honor so you can get away of the crab off.
Actually, I didn't need that as well because I essential.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I just did it. So yeah, why not, man?
Why not?
I could do it. One.
Nice.
I didn't need to do that.
Okay, nice.
I was considering between fire and oil. Okay, because I searched for it using the what's that Caillou Forge or something.
Yeah.
The holding tutor. Right?
Yep, that's right.
I was considering between iron mines and fire and oil.
Right,
So iron mines would play around his single assassination.
right.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
in the end I
because-
went for fire and oil because I'm a greedy guy. So
And the greed paid off this time.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's just a win. Nothing much. Just another Wednesday.
You most often play Scorpion. Why do you choose to bring crab this time round into the card?
No reason. I
No
can play
reason.
anything except
Okay.
Crane. Except Crane, man.
Okay, what's wrong with Crane?
I don't know. Crane sucks.
Okay. Clearly, since you defeated him on the biggest stage.
No, not because of that. There was one Discord league where I registered Crane, and then I went like 0-4 drop.
Oh. No karma with cranes.
Yeah,
Of course, because
do not play Crane.
they're only for honorable players, right?
Yeah. But anyway, I think this I played Crab because I didn't think Scorpion was very strong, and then I thought that there'll be a lot of unicorns. So I created this deck as like a way to fight them. Because I noticed that their weakness was they don't run attachment control and they play a lot of honor using cards. And their only out is actually Windswept yet.
Indeed.
Yeah. So it's actually a very I thought more people would play Oni Tyrant and Lurking Affliction as well.
Right. And definitely worked out for you, right? You were killing unicorns left and right in the card.
Yeah. And then like you have high mill, so you can contest them. I mean you can maybe slow them down by like 1 or 2 turns.
Yep.
And then you move around and then like just move around.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, any shout outs for your team, the Mad Dogs Reloaded, since you're bringing home the trophy for them?
We don't even need this trophy, right? But it's
Yeah.
nice to win.
Okay, sweet.
I think the bad news is that if there's another Clan Wars, which is maybe, then I'll be quite expensive next time, which sucks.
Yeah.
Let's just forget this happened, alright?
Let's just forget this.
Delete VOD.
Okay. Okay,
Alright.
thanks. Congratulations again on your win. And
Thank
thanks
you.
for the interview. Bye-bye. Alright, so that was it. That was the grand finals of the L5R Clan War Gold Cup. Nyx wins against Djinncito. A very nice turn 1, turn 2. Some nice play, some good draws, and some nice high quality L5R. Thanks for joining me, and I believe we still have one grand finals for the Silver Cup coming up soon. Yeah, so you guys can check that out as well. For me, I'm gonna say good night and good morning for those of you who are having the morning now, and bye. Thanks for joining me on my stream.